There you go. Brooke is demonstrating our new our prop here, the Colbertradio.com Cathedral Radio, and it's amazing because we found this at a consignment shop at a place at Bishop Gadsden here on James Island. And let me tell you something.
The retirement home.
The retirement home. They have a consignment shop there and see older couples will move in, and they'll discover they don't have enough room for all their stuff. For some reason, they understand this. They've sold their regular house. They're moving into a smaller facility, but they still bring all this stuff with them. Then they discover they can't fit them in, and so they wind up, okay, well, this will have to go, that'll have to go, and they send it over to the consignment shop and they sell it. And you can buy some really nice stuff at a really good price. I bought a huge coffee maker, one of these things that makes like 20, 30 cups or something like that, big sucker like this. I got it for like $5. I brought it to school because the student council broke the one that we borrowed from the cafeteria. But I found this there, and I actually paid way too much money for it, and because I couldn't believe they wouldn't take anything off. They wanted $20 for this plastic. They wanted $20 for this plastic battery-operated radio, which you can't plug in. The money goes to the people to whom it belongs. Part of it goes to the consignment shop, and then part of it goes to whoever this actually belonged to. And it's not a charitable deal. Oh my God, there's been some incredible pieces of furniture in there at times, and you just got to go in there and look. There was one that was just this unbelievable workman table, or a giant heavy table from a farm or something like that. And it had its original patina on it and everything else. You could tell this sucker was really old and like solid oak or something like that, and it had darkened over the years. And you go, my God, what an amazing table! I had no place to put it. Lindy wanted it so badly. And he said, we tell you, there is not a room in our house where you could put this except maybe the bedroom. Yeah. And then what would we be having this huge table in the bedroom for? And we're not going there. So anyway, but that's where I got this, and I'm looking for a real cathedral radio. I've seen them out before, and so one of the things we love to do is stop by antique stores, because for me that's treasure hunting. I like to go through documents and find things, that sort of thing. Yeah. But I am looking for one of these. I wouldn't mind getting one.
Are they about this size?
Actually, they're bigger. I used to have one as a kid, and it would come up about like this. I mean, they're fairly good size, but bigger than a bread box up on end, that sort of thing. And I used to listen to the old Washington Senators play baseball, and the Washington Redskins play baseball on one. And it was great because I would go up into the living room, a family of 11 children now, and it would be dark. Everybody would be like downstairs watching TV or something like that. I would go up there and plug in the radio, and then I would just lie in the dark all alone by myself, and the glow that you used to get off those things. I feel bad for this generation because you guys don't know what it was like for the glow that came from those old vacuum tubes. There really was a warmth to them, and a soft golden yellowish glow that came out of everything from those old vacuum tubes, and you just don't get that anymore. I miss that.
Now you just get cancer.
That's right. Now you just pick up your cell phone, get a tumor in your head.
Did you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking, do you want to talk about the?
I have something really interesting.
Okay, I was just gonna say the 526 that they're having.
Oh yes. I'm still working this. They're having what tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night at I think James Island Council's voting.
James Island Town. The town council is voting on what?
On whether they're going to
support it or not.
Officially support it.
What time's the meeting?
Let me check.
You're paying attention out there. We want everybody out there, and also we have. Brooke came up with a wonderful idea. Actually, we won't claim it's Brooke's, just in case anybody gets arrested. But you know about those dance jams that those flash dances.
Flash
dances.
No.
Because we're talking about having a flash jam.
Yeah. Now we were talking about a. Now you made me forget.
No, they're called flash dance, where everybody shows up, somebody brings the music, and all of a sudden you have like a Union Station in New York or Washington or something like that. Everybody will be doing that same routine. They'll all practice.
The flash mob. That's the
flash mob. Yeah. Flash mob. We're talking about a flash jam. That's what we want on the James Island Connector. See if we can work that out and pick a weekend and have everybody show up like at 10 o'clock on the James Island Connector in your car, full of gas, and be prepared to go out there and just drive slowly across the bridge and just jam it.
We may have to do it sooner rather than later, just because of the, depending on, I guess, if James Island, what they.
It won't make any difference. We're going to do this, and they're going. Trust me, This connector is done. It's a done deal. They don't give a damn about what we want. They just want to act as if they care and that they're actually listening to our concerns. When actually this deal was decided 2-3 years ago. And they're just going through the process. And, so I just, screw them. We're going to see if we can't make their life, a little more miserable.
I can't seem to load. I have no bars in here.
All right, well, everybody check your local listings. Check the James Island Township.
It's probably 7.
It's James Island SC.gov, I believe, is the website. And go and find out what time the town council is meeting. But I got to tell you the truth. The town council hasn't got a snowball's chance in hell against the county council, against the city of Charleston, the state of South Carolina, Somerville, North Charleston, Hanahan, Goose Creek, Mount Pleasant. They're all going to. But what tears me up by this is they're going to do it. At least put in an expressway, but they're not going to do that. They're going to put in a parkway.
And the only parkway that works is the GW Parkway in DC. That's a good parkway.
That's a good parkway, but
they don't have.
Well, for a good stretch of the GW Parkway, there are no lights. Yeah. It just flows.
Yeah.
They do have some down around Reagan Airport, don't they?
Yeah.
Reagan National Line. Yeah. But you have to have it there because that's where the airport is. Yeah. But the airport wasn't there. There would be nothing there at all. You're right.
Yeah.
And besides, we're not going to get that great a view like you get on the GW Parkway.
Yeah,
GW Parkway's got a fantastic view.
Yeah.
So while Brooke's looking that up, I want to bring something up that I heard on the radio, and apparently it was listed or published on CNN. The British equivalent to the IRS, their tax revenue collecting body of the British government, is recommending and pushing for a new policy in Great Britain. And you're going to love this. Because I'm telling you right now, when Nancy Pelosi hears this, she's just going to get all aflutter. And Barack Obama is not going to be able to get up from his desk because of his raging enthusiasm when he hears this. But the idea that they're floating is what they want to do is have all paychecks in Great Britain sent through the government. In other words, when you work for an employer and it's your Friday, the eagle's supposed to fly, you don't get a check in your hand. It gets sent directly to the government. And then the government will take out any kind of appropriate taxes they think they should be taking out. And then the money will be transferred from a government account directly into your personal banking account. That's what they want to do. Now, that doesn't mean that's what they're doing, but that is what they want to do, at least the Revenue Collection Agency of Great Britain, for the government.
Because people are avoiding paying taxes, that's the whole, is that the reason why?
I think it's just, it's like all governments. Governments love power. Any power they get, they don't want to give it up. And the idea is that, we're just going to collect your taxes like we normally would. You're still going to get your money, but it's got to come to the government. And supposing you find yourself in some sort of disagreement with that government, and they decide, you owe us this. And supposing you don't, it won't matter. They'll garnish it directly from your paycheck, without you having the money available to then be able to go hire a lawyer, contest the government, be able to keep your own money until some sort of an agreement is posted. That won't happen. The government will have your money. They'll just take out whatever they want. And now, I don't know if this is true or not. It's just what I heard reported. So you need to go check this out. It was posted on CNN, I believe CNN's website. Someone ought to check this out, find out if this is true, because what an amazing story that would make. I mean, talk about big brass balls on the part of the government if they ever were to do something like that.
It is 7 o'clock to 10:30 p.m. tomorrow at the Town Hall on 1238 Camp Road.
Corner of Camp and Dills Bluff Road. Did you say from 7:30?
Mm-hmm. No, 7 p.m.
7 to 10?
She has 10:30 on here. The person.
Well, 7 to 10:30. Yeah. Anyway, there'll be a big crowd of people there. Big crowd of people. And I think I should go.
Yes.
I think I need to go because you know what we need to do? We need to talk to all those people in there about the Flash Jam. We're going to pick a date. Listen, we're going to push this on Facebook, Twitter, at the meetings. We'll network all over James Island. We'll find out who we can work with this through. And we'll get a hold of people West Ashley way, and we'll work up some kind of a Flash Jam and get it done, say, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
So be listening for Flash Jam.
Yeah.
Flash Jam. Be ready for Flash Jam. Fill your cars up. And we'll be right back with Colbertradio.com.